Hey guys, what's up? I am currently on tour in Europe right now, and I got some exciting news. I have got more shows to announce. This tour is never ending. I am going to more cities in the US, okay? I am going to Salt Lake City, Denver, Phoenix, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Austin, Houston, Dallas, Nashville, Indianapolis, Columbus, Cleveland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, Seattle, Portland, St. Louis, Milwaukee, and Philadelphia. Guys, tickets are available right now, so I think you should buy tickets now.
Folks, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I open the TikTok application on my portable telephone, I am absolutely bombarded with slideshow after slideshow of nostalgic images from my childhood that never fail to ruin my entire day. Whether it's pictures of strangely designed early 2000s websites, old digital camera photographs of the original Xbox accompanied by Mountain Dew bottles with the hashtag #OlderBrotherCore, discontinued foods, or old dead malls stuck in the past. It's a nightmare! I open TikTok thinking I'm gonna see a nice relaxing video of a guy getting hit by a car, but then I'm reminded of the ceaseless passage of time. Cringe, I said. Regardless of how sad and old these nostalgic horror videos make me feel, I still watch every single one to the very end. I have to. I can't look away, dude. It's like a car crash that I was hoping I would see on TikTok. And after watching like literally hundreds of these TikToks and comparing my childhood to the modern day, I've come to realize something. Everything's kind of boring now. And I don't mean the, throw a tennis ball at the wall, twiddle your thumbs type of boring. It's quite literally the opposite somehow. Boredom used to be like, oh man, there's nothing to do. But I honestly cannot remember the last time I felt like that. The traditional feeling of boredom has been replaced by this like overwhelming feeling of there being like too many things to do. But at the same time, none of the things we're doing to fill the time are like enjoyable or personally fulfilling whatsoever. It just sort of feels like everything lately has kind of been given the landlord special, Because everything's been covered with a boring coat of white paint, no thought behind it, no forethought into the future or any of the consequences. And lately, dude, I've been feeling like a cockroach that got in the way of the paintbrush, forever stuck in a sea of white. Just like your mom. Got you. Whether it's logos, cars, tech, movies, architecture, everything has become so muted and bland and colorless. And personally, I think it's super boring. I'll say up top, it's gonna be impossible for me to not sound like a boomer throughout this entire video, but I swear to God, I remember everything being so much more vibrant and colorful and saturated when I was growing up, and I'm not alone. You can find countless videos of people comparing old photographs to current ones, and things do seem less colorful now. Obviously, for a few of these videos, there are some logical explanations. Like this one, for example, like this picture from 2020 was taken on a clear sunny day, and the one taken in 2024 is it's a cloudy day. So, obviously the one taken on the cloudy day is going to be less bright and colorful, right? I think this person just doesn't know how weather works. Damn. Back when I was a kid, there was never a tornado happening right now. Back when I was a kid, I was never getting swept away in a tornado. For this video, I kind of just want to do a deep dive and really get to the bottom of this, okay? I want to find out if the world is actually getting less colorful. So let's find out. At first, I assumed people were saying the world is less colorful now because they were looking through rose-colored glasses. Not literally, because that would do the opposite, but, just in terms of nostalgia, it's very easy to romanticize your childhood, even if you had an uneventful one. You just had less things to worry about when you were younger, and everything was new and exciting. So obviously, when you look back at those times, you come to the conclusion that things were more exciting than they actually were. Like, for example, if you're 4 years old, the color blue is gonna be fucking insane to you, dude, because you've only known about the color blue for 4 years. You know how many times I've seen the color blue now that I'm 30, dude? Too many times to count, dude. Blue is not the same anymore. I have ruined blue for myself, okay? I blew it. You know that meme of James Franco about to be hung, and he's like, first time? That's me at any child being impressed by the color blue.
First time.
But it turns out it may not be rose-colored glasses and the wave of nostalgia that makes people feel this way. There actually is a scientific explanation as to why the world looks less colorful as you get older.
If you feel like the world has gone from 4K to 1080p, you may be onto something. After the age of 10, the clear human lens gradually yellows as a result of absorbing UV light to protect the retina at the back of the eye. This increasing yellowness dulls the vibrancy of color perception.
Okay, so as you get older, I guess things tend to appear more yellow than they actually are. Pretty interesting. That explains why my white bed sheets are yellow when I wake up.
This, combined with the fact that the number and sensitivity of color detecting cone cells decrease, further affects color contrast.
Even without the natural deterioration of our eyeballs, I still think the world is getting less colorful. And I know this because I actually have perfect vision. Sorry to brag, but I am exempt from all vision problems. I took a vision healing masterclass last year and I stared directly at the sun, so I think I'll be A-okay.
Hey, the camera, it's over here. You fucking idiot. Jesus fucking Christ. You're
So I
fucking
think I'll
stupid.
be
I hate you so.
Guys, you're not gonna believe this, okay? It isn't just our eyes becoming weaker. The world actually has been losing color over the past 50 years. The Science Museum Group conducted a study where they photographed over 7,000 various objects from the 1800s to present day in 21 different categories, and this was their result. From 1800 to 1840, there was a pretty even spread of black, gray, white, red, orange, and yellows. And then in the year 1860, as everybody knows, the colors blue and green were invented, so they slowly gained popularity over the years. But as you can see in the full graph, there's a pretty drastic drop-off in color in around the year 1980, and then an even more drastic one in the year 2000. And as you can see here, in the last 20 years, objects have been rapidly enveloped by this foreboding grayness. And it's scary, man. How do we stop it? Am I supposed to just pray the gray away? Dude, we know that doesn't work. An obvious contributor to this grayness was the switch from wood to plastic in everyday items. So there has been a gradual decline in browns and yellows. Can't say the same for my toilet bowl, brother. Yeah, that thing only sees brown and yellow, dude. And sometimes a little bit of red. A good starting point to talk about the ups and downs of color and objects is to look at phones. Some of you are looking at a phone right now. Don't get me wrong. I love my incredible iPhone. I stare at this thing all day, and if someone took it away from me, I'd scream. But I will say, I do really miss this cell phone landscape before the release of the first iPhone in 2007. As far as I'm concerned, iPhone ruined everything, man. We were having so much fun. There used to be so many options for cell phones, dude. So much so that it was like a rare occurrence to find someone else with the same cell phone as you. My sister had an LG chocolate. One day my best friend showed up to school with a blue Motorola Razr that he got for Christmas. I wanted to kick his ass, I was so jealous. My dad had a BlackBerry Bold. Sadly, his was always broken because that guy never called me. And I remember wanting a T-Mobile Sidekick so badly, but they were never available in Canada, so I had to settle for an LG Shine. I once spent $6 to download a picture of a girl in a bikini on that phone so I could have it as my phone background. And guess if that $6 was charged to my parents' phone bill? And guess if they got really mad at me? And what, now pictures are just free to download? What the fuck, man? There was something really cool about having a wide selection of colorful cell phones to choose from, because each one said something about its owner. My LG Shine let people know that I was a horny little freak, I guess. But man, looking back on these old cell phone designs is just so refreshing because each one had character, it had an aesthetic. They weren't just a fucking black rectangle, dude. Sure, some of them were ugly as fuck. And yeah, sometimes the cell phones would just straight up not work. So you'd have to walk an hour home from your caddying job because your cell phone wouldn't let you call your mom for a ride. But hey, at least these cell phone companies were trying new things. The newest innovations in smartphones over the last few years was, hey, you could fold this one. Okay. So a flip phone? That's a flip phone. Those have been around forever. I'm also convinced that the abandonment of the home phone has done irreparable damage to society. Get a load of this, society. Dude, the amount of novelty home phones they used to make was staggering. But they were incredible, dude. They were so much fun. They were all unique and silly, and it made communicating over the phone like an enjoyable experience. Dude, I fucking hate talking on the phone now. But if answering my phone revealed Kermit the Frog's naked feet, you know I'm picking that shit up. Dude, modern dads will never experience the joy of getting fucked up off a bottle of Jim Beam and then calling their ex-wife on the Jim Beam. And it's not just phones that have lost any semblance of color or creativity. Tech products in general have just gotten so boring lately, man. My friend Drew just made a very good video called Technology Isn't Fun Anymore, and I highly recommend you watch that video if you haven't already, because I think he summed up this issue perfectly. Growing up, technology was so fun and exciting, and it was progressing quickly, so anything they put out was like actually intriguing. But in the last 5-10 years, it feels like nothing has really changed that much. And the new technology they actually put out is just AI bullshit that nobody fucking wants, man. Dude, the most recent tech craze is people stealing the artwork of one of of the most beloved, iconic artists of all time by just lazily forcing a computer to generate an image. That sucks. That's bad. That's boring and not good, okay? To be fair, though, not all tech products were brimming with color and interesting design back then. So much of the tech in the 80s was just straight up beige. Like, just so fucking beige, dude. Even the original NES was straight up a gray box. And that was a product specifically designed for kids to have fun with. Tech products in the 80s looked like if someone built a computer out of khakis. It was either that or some fucking wood paneling, dude. I need that, man. Give me an iPhone made out of wood. As much as I'd like for Apple to put out a wooden iPhone, I don't know if they would. But by the time the 90s came around, computers were becoming a household item. Internet Explorer launched in 1995, and this widespread embrace of the internet brought upon a tech explosion unlike anything we've ever seen before. Technology was fun and exciting, and the feelings people had for technology and its potential were positive and hopeful. And the average age of a tech consumer was also lowering at this time. So, how did companies capitalize on that feeling of excitement and happiness as well as appealing to a younger audience? Translucent, colored plastic. Oh my god, man. This shit looks so fucking cool, dude. You ever want to kinda see what's on the inside of your N64 controller? Well, here you go. Look at all those things you can just vaguely see. What do? Who fucking cares? What's the inside of my Game Boy look like? Just kidding, I already know, because my mom got me the purple see-through one for my birthday. And that's the most impressive thing about that design trend, dude. If my mom got me a regular purple Game Boy, I'd be mad as hell, because I would have been like, hey mom, that's a girl color. But when I got the purple Game Boy you could kind of see through, oh my god. Coolest shit of all time. Genuinely, this is one design trend that I miss so much every day of my life. I want all of my shit to look like this, okay? I want my skin to look like this. It not only looks cool and fun, but like that design choice made me appreciate my tech products a lot more. You know what I mean? I look at my iPhone, I see a fucking black rectangle. I don't know what the hell is inside this thing, and I also don't care. But when I see a translucent N64 controller, and I can see that there's a bunch of shit inside of it that I don't understand, I'm like, you know what? Dang, this is actually really impressive. I have a newfound appreciation for this piece of hardware. I was about to throw this controller as hard as I could at my best friend for making me slip on that banana in Mario Kart, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm still gonna throw it at him, but not as hard. This clear trend of the 90s/2000s was inescapable, and it wasn't just with tech products. This was like a movement with like clear, cleanly stuff, right? Like there was a lot of aquatics, right? Frutiger Aero type stuff. This was like a big stylistic movement of the time. There's a lot more clear packaging, right? There was clear furniture, clear Pepsi. Even back then when doctors were using defibrillators, they would yell, clear! And I actually didn't know this before researching for this video, but apparently the creation of clear tech products can be traced back to the prison system. I guess tech products in jails need to be clear so people can't hide any contraband inside of the tech product. Jail tech be like,
let me be clear.
And then I guess people realized it looked sick as fuck, so they started making tech products like in the real world. Or not the real, you know what I mean? Not the real world, you know, like not in prison. That's also the real world, but it's, you know. You know what? Fuck, prison doesn't seem so bad anymore, man. They got see-through tech products? Okay, sign me up. I'm sure there's tons of millennials itching to go to jail now. What are you in for? I'm innocent. Yeah, that's what they all say. The only thing I'm guilty of is being a 90s kid. It's a sharp toothbrush you got there. As much as I miss the transparent tech trend, I do understand why our iPhones aren't made with see-through material. Inside every iPhone, you'd be able to see a little help me message from the fucking child who assembled it. But when it comes to tech becoming more boring and bland and colorless, I think the biggest changes I've seen have been on the actual internet. As technology advanced and the amount of people using the internet on a daily basis increased, as well as the dependence on companies generating revenue online increased as well, the internet stopped being a place to go and like hang out and have fun. Over the past 15 years, the internet has kind of just become the mall. It's just a big mall now. And since the internet is now the new mall, the technological world needed to appeal to a broader audience so companies could generate more revenue. And that's why you see these like highly stylized and optimized websites designed to give you all the info you need. They direct your eyes to the right parts of the websites. They force you to spend money, grab your information so they can put you on a mailing list, and then they try to lure you back in as much as they can to get every last dollar out of you. It's just the way it goes, man. In my Video Gear Command Center video last year. I used the Wayback Machine to see what this old website for an obscure gaming chair looked like in 2002, and it was so much fun, man. The website had so much character, it reflected the aesthetic of the gaming chair, the GIFs were charming and campy. It was so refreshing to see that instead of a pastel fucking website with the same types of product shots over and over and over and over again. It's boring. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm officially bored. And I know there's a reason for that popular aesthetic. It works. It's designed to keep people engaged and it entices them to spend money. But like, where's the sauce, man? This is a personal opinion of mine, but I think UX design needs to be eradicated. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, fuck the user's experience. How about you just make the website cool? Make it fun to look at, all right? Don't get me wrong. Old internet pages probably would have benefited greatly from some smart design, but that just wasn't on people's minds back then. And I feel like the internet was more fun and enjoyable and memorable for it. Like modern day websites feel like the internet version of a self-checkout line at a grocery store. Don't do anything. Don't screw around. Don't talk to anybody. Check out your items. Put them in the bag. Fuck off. Like, it's a fucking bummer, man. At the very least, websites gotta bring back glittery GIFs. Can we at least do that, man? Glittery GIFs of like kittens and shit. I always think about this quote in terms of the internet, and it low-key gives off like fake deep vibes, but it's also just really true at the same time, so I'm gonna reference it. 15 years ago, the internet was an escape from the real world. Now, the real world is an escape from the internet. And I have to agree, the internet used to be an entirely separate place that was thrilling and fun, and it also only existed in one corner of my house. And now it's everywhere. It's in my hand and it's in my pocket at all times. And I hate it, man. It feels wrong. It's like, yeah, roller coasters are fun, but if I was on one all the time, I'd be praying for a fucking Final Destination 3 incident. So I'm trying to balance my praises of early internet with some negatives too, because obviously early internet was not all good. Dude, one time I downloaded this toolbar in my Internet Explorer back in like 2004, and it let you like change what your mouse cursor looked like. I don't know where the fuck I downloaded this thing, but I changed my mouse cursor to a skateboard. Pretty cool. And then my stepdad actually had to factory reset the family computer because my skateboard cursor gave us a virus. Cool shit like that just doesn't happen anymore, man. Truthfully, websites used to suck, but at the same time, they were fucking a lot of fun. For example, look at this TikTok that I saw of someone showing what the Panic at the Disco website looked like in 2000. So fun, man. Looks like shit, but it's so fun. What does the Panic at the Disco website look like now?
This is my first video on Instagram. I'm not wearing a shirt, it's a shirtless jammer.
Media in general has kind of just lost a lot of its wonder and excitement, probably because we're consuming way more media than we should be on a daily basis. And since we're consuming so much, everything has kind of just lost its luster over time. Prime example, dude, I watched The Dark Crystal from 1982 for the first time. What the fuck? It was like literally breathtaking. The music, animatronics, story, set design, and overall atmosphere was something that you straight up could not accomplish today. Like, even if you genuinely tried to, a movie studio would never allow it because it would be way cheaper to just do everything with CGI. And when movie studios do everything with CGI to cut costs, the end result is usually a jumbled mess of weird lighting and muted colors. I'm not saying all CGI now is bad, not at all. It's the stuff I've seen lately has been, dude, Godzilla -1, I lost my fucking mind. I was insane what I was looking at. But CGI works the best when they have a significant devoted budget towards it and enough time to ensure that it's done properly. And I'm sure you've seen criticisms online towards modern lighting and color grading or lack thereof, especially towards superhero films. You can look back on old superhero movies like X-Men, Iron Man, Avengers, especially the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. And when you compare those to modern superhero movies, it's pretty plain to see they used to be much more colorful and saturated and vibrant. One could argue that with modern superhero movies, there's a lot of, different characters in them with different colors, so maybe it would get confusing or overwhelming and there wouldn't be a cohesive color scheme. But I'd rather have that than a dimly lit mess of gray shit that's like boring to look at, The only time a movie studio goes crazy on their color grading is when a movie takes place in Mexico. That's the only time movie studios remember how to color grade stuff. They just throw like a yellow filter over it for some reason and they go, yep, that's Mexico now.
This is Mexico in the TV show Breaking Bad. This is Mexico in real life.
That's actually a fun, like, travel hack. I know plane tickets are expensive. You know, this economy, it's getting pretty hard to travel these days. So if you ever want to feel like you just took a trip to Mexico, you just throw on a pair of yellow tinted glasses and voila, I'm swimming in the ocean, drinking a margarita right next to a shark. Oh, there's lemonade coming out of my arm. It's not just superhero films that have lost their color over the years. Look at this comparison from the first season of Dexter from 2006 to this screenshot from Dexter New Blood from the year 2021. The one from 2006 is lit properly. The colors are perfectly saturated. The contrast and shadows are all balanced well. Looks great. The one from 2021 looks like a poo. Dexter, I hardly know. Seeing stuff like this reminds me of a meme I saw recently. Men in LA, get off your phones and stop becoming influencers. We need gaffers. These shows dark as hell. I can't see shit. It's true, man. What the fuck's going on? Another video recommendation here. I watched a really good video from Patrick Tommaso called Why Don't Movies Look Like Movies Anymore? And I highly recommend you watch that because he does a great job breaking down the key reasons behind this phenomenon. But in short, filmmakers didn't always have the luxury of shooting everything on a green screen and then just fixing it in post. That just like wasn't feasible up until recently. For most of history, like most of the things they did while producing a film in terms of lighting, costumes, and set design, it was all meticulously planned, and there was a clear intentionality behind every decision. And I feel like that just doesn't happen anymore.
Might get into post, and that room won't even be the same room anymore. They're gonna say, you know what, that window, we don't even want that window anymore. The light doesn't make any sense. We gotta reshoot this whole thing. So what do? We shoot it bland. We shoot it boring. We light it flat. We don't commit. There's a lack of intention in the way we are creating so many things these days.
But I don't want to shit on filmmakers for putting out movies that look like this, because most of the time, I don't think it's their fault. If a film's CGI is bad, or if the lighting is poorly planned, or if the color grading is lacking, 99% of the time, it's because the studio gave the production companies an impossible deadline. So these people who are overworked and underpaid, they have to cut corners or do half-assed jobs just so they can get the work done on time. And it's either they do that, or they fucking lose their job. So I understand why it happened, because if they lose their job, then they gotta sell their gray car and then sell their newly built gray and white house. Like, it's a slippery slope, man. And now that I mention it, man, I gotta talk about architecture, because what the fuck is happening? What is going on? What are they doing to us? I don't know if it's like this where you guys live, but whenever I drive around Toronto and I see a new house that they built, it's always the ugliest, most boring shit I have ever seen. It's either white or gray, just a series of cubes with a flat roof. That's not nice to look at, you know? I don't feel like that would be a home. Straight up, it looks like something I would build in Minecraft really quickly, because I'm too lazy to put in any actual work, because I want to go find some diamonds and have sex with a creeper. And dude, it's never just the exterior. The interior of some of these people's fucking houses, man, oh my god. So much gray and white, it's blinding. Every time I look at a house on Zillow, I get fucking flashbanged by their living room, dude. The interior of houses now look like that weird fucking scene in Deathly Hallows when Harry like dies or whatever. Like this weird fucking purgatory white room, right? I expect there to be a weird Voldemort corpse under all these couches, dude. And dude, I'll see all these chuggy ass fucking weirdos, man, make these videos like updating my boring old bathroom to a modern bathroom. And the video is them destroying the most beautiful, charming bathroom you've ever seen in your life just because it has a little bit of color, and they totally ruin it by making it look whiter than a fucking Morgan Wallen concert. It's heartbreaking, man. My wife and I try our best to make sure our house looks as colorful as possible, and I am much happier than I would be if my house was just fucking white and gray all over. I know my walls are white here, but wait, walls are white? Walls are white? The white and gray shit is inescapable though, man. Apartment buildings, office buildings, hospitals, banks, churches, literally anything being built right now looks the exact same, and it sucks. This may be a personal preference, but I'd rather the world around me reflect the human spirit of charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, other than a bunch of fucking boring gray cubes, man. The slow envelopment of boring gray and sad beige is very apparent in North America, but you notice it way more if you walk around a city like Florence or Paris. Nothing will make you hate North American architecture more than like an hour walk in any European city. Dude, you're telling me a bunch of dudes built this humongous stunning cathedral out of perfectly cut bricks of pink, green, and white marble, and then went on to finish off the cathedral by building one of the largest dome structures ever made without the use of scaffolding? Oh yeah, and then some fucker named Giorgio Vasari went ahead and painted so hard that he died, and then his apprentice had to finish the painting, and they were able to build all that 500 years ago? And yeah, maybe it did take them over 140 years to build that cathedral, but that's neither here nor there. Sometimes when they're doing construction on these new condo buildings, I'm sitting in traffic for 140 years. The Duomo in Florence is a pretty drastic comparison, I know. But even if you look back as recent as like 20, 30 years ago, there's a massive difference. My wife and I are actually rewatching Beverly Hills 90210 right now. And dude, every single episode we're like, man, stuff used to look so much cooler. Cars were cooler, clothes were more colorful, there was glass bricks everywhere, stores had carpets? Bring back the carpets, man. I know it's way cheaper and easier to clean concrete floors, and carpets start to stink like fucking crazy after a while, but come on, man. More and more physical stores are closing every single year because of online shopping, but the physical stores that do stay open are just fucking boring and drab and just a bummer. So it's like, yeah, I might as well just stay home, I guess. Dude, I saw the saddest picture of all time recently. You guys know the McDonald's play place, right? Big fucking playground inside of McDonald's. Ton of slides and tubes. It was actually mostly tubes. McDonald's play place is a series of tubes. Well, take a look at the new McDonald's play place. This shit broke my heart, man. That's the play place? 2 little fucking chairs with some tablets on the wall? We're cooked. We're so cooked, man. And then who the fuck is this guy? The Happy Meal box is sentient now? Rip open his head and eat his organs. This is no play place, and I'm not playing. I know there used to be N64s at McDonald's, and that was awesome, but there also used to be the actual play place as well. Dude, I have so many fond memories of going down a huge slide in a McDonald's play place and landing into a huge ball pit that smelled like little kid pee. Because, you know, maybe a kid was having too much fun in the play place, and he didn't want that fun to end, and he didn't want to go all the way to the bathroom and pee and then come all the way back, so he decided to, you know, just let it go, because no one's gonna find out, right? I'm just assuming. Now what is a kid supposed to do if he has to go pee in the play place? Just stand on the chair and piss on the tablet? Turn the iPad into an iPad? Like, come on. Why is this happening? Why is the world losing its color? It's a good question. Sadly, it all goes back to money. Every time. Like, actually, every time. It's capitalism. It's capitalism every single time. I saw this great example on TikTok. I lost the TikTok, but I will regurgitate it poorly. Let's say, for example, someone wants to open a coffee shop in their town. Obviously, they'd like this coffee shop of theirs to be profitable, so maybe they go online and they research what successful coffee shops look like. What do they see? A lot of minimalist design choices, a lot of grays and whites. If they're crazy, maybe a neon sign that says, "Give me coffee or I'll kill myself." But you know what? No, maybe they think that's too boring. Maybe they're like, fuck it, I don't want this boring gray countertop. I'm gonna get a bright yellow countertop for my coffee shop. So they call a bunch of coffee counter companies inquiring about a bright yellow countertop, and they find out that it is significantly cheaper and quicker to just do a gray one, because that is what 99% of people usually want. So those are the materials that the counter companies buy in bulk. Sure, they could make a bright yellow countertop, but it would cost twice as much and take 3 times as long, so it just wouldn't be worth it. So at the end of the day, the coffee shop owner is probably just gonna end up going with the boring gray countertop. The cost of goods in manufacturing has become way too high, especially with all the tariffs. I'm terrified. Okay, topical humor. And also just risk aversion is of paramount importance to business owners. So, you know, I don't blame a small business owner for just going with the cheaper, more popular option. But at the same time, it doesn't change the fact that it sucks. You know, I want the Global Village coffee house aesthetic again, man. I want Nora Jones bumping on the speakers, man. I want to feel cozy and relaxed in a coffee shop. I don't want to feel like I'm in a nameless concrete warehouse about to get my ass kicked by Spider-Man. A desaturated Spider-Man. And more often than not, you need to like spend more money to get a colorful version of an item. It's like a weird color tax. Again, I understand why that is from an economical and logistical standpoint, but again, it doesn't change the fact that it sucks. For example, I remember when I bought my Toyota Corolla back in 2019. I was test driving a white one and I really liked the car. I really enjoyed it. But to me, the color was very boring because fucking everybody has a white car. So I asked if I could get the blue one instead. And they had the blue one, but they told me it was going to be an extra $500 just for a different color. It's the same shit, man. Like, this is why everything sucks, man. Like, since when does color become a luxury? What are we fucking doing to ourselves, guys? Fucking pisses me off, man. It makes me so face is so mad I'm turning red, and now I'm worth more money. And trust me, I could bitch and moan all day. I can go on and on about how the world isn't colorful anymore, and I can cite comparisons until the cows come home, but I won't. Because I told those cows not to come home until they're a little more colorful. All jokes and nostalgia aside, I am genuinely concerned and sad for the future because I think this is only gonna get worse, and we haven't even begun to see the long-term effects of this. Take this article, for example, titled "The Sad Beige Aesthetic. Why has the world suddenly turned taupe?" In this article, they interview a self-proclaimed sad beige mom. If you've never heard the term sad beige before, it may be a little confusing. It basically just means something is sad and beige. I hope that helps. You'll see a lot of sad beige Christmas stuff pop up, which is super upsetting to see because Christmas is like the most colorful time of year for a reason. Christmas is so colorful and warm to get away from how sad and bleak and colorless it is outside, right? But yeah, there's a lot of moms out there that'll incorporate a lot of sad beige stuff into their kids' lives because they care more about their aesthetic than their kids being actually happy and excited about their life that they didn't ask for. It's not that 39-year-old Mina Tran wants a life completely devoid of bright colors. She just doesn't want them anywhere near her home or her children's wardrobe. You can't avoid them, says the doctor and mother of 3 from Texas. They creep into areas of my life that I can't control. You go outside and the grass is green. Yeah, man. I accidentally dropped the knife on my kid's head last week, and he got a bunch of bright red blood everywhere. So yeah, he's been grounded in his room ever since. I actually haven't heard from him in a few days. It's been kinda nice. She is an unabashed, sad beige mom, a woman determined to keep the garish implements of childhood at bay, and instead foster a sober palette of beige on beige. You won't see my kids in primary or secondary colors, unless it's pajamas, says Tran. Okay, why are colorful pajamas okay though? They're gonna be so deprived of color at that point. Every night they're gonna be fucking staring at their pajamas like a bunch of dudes at Dan Flashes. How are they gonna get their fucking color fixed, dude? They're gonna end up going to some back alley color dealer, they're gonna get mixed up in the wrong crowd and totally ruin their fuchsia.
Oh, brother, this guy
Seriously is very funny, and I love watching his videos.
Sorry, polychromatic plastic toys? Forget about it. A Technicolor playroom even? We have one play area, and that play area is also the living space. I don't want to stare at something hot pink and neon green every day, she says. So that is also a resounding no. Okay, got it. So since the mom doesn't want to look at bright stuff all day, then I guess her kids aren't allowed to. I think that's bad parenting. Straight up, if this is the hill she's dying on, how would this sad beige mom deal with other issues in her kid's life? Mom, I have something to tell you. Okay, what is it? I'm gay. Hey, that's great. Okay, I support you 100%. You know, actually, deep down, ever since I saw you kiss that boy last week, I think I knew. Oh my God, you saw that? Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. That was my boyfriend. Okay, you seem very nice. I like the beige sweater he was wearing. I taught you well. What's his name? Oh, his name's Tyler. Tyler, okay, what's his last name? His last name? It's Green. Get the fuck out of my house. Obviously, it's fun to goof on people like this because loving beige is such a weird thing to be passionate about, but I am genuinely worried about how this inescapable blandness is going to affect children who are growing up right now. There's been actual evidence to back this up. This article, titled "The Psychological Cost of Boring Buildings," says in one case, physicians have linked environmental deprivation to ADHD in children. Homes without toys, art, or other stimuli were a significant predictor of ADHD symptoms. World-renowned designer Thomas Heatherwick wrote in his book, Humanize, "Boring is worse than nothing. Boring is a state of psychological deprivation. Just as the body will suffer when it's deprived of food, the brain begins to suffer when it's deprived of sensory information. Boredom is a starvation of the mind." Okay, skinny. A boring, colorless surrounding affects you, obviously, and this has been proven in a study by a cognitive neuroscientist named Colin Ellard. He conducted an experiment that featured sensors attached to people's skin that would track something called their conductance response, which is used to measure emotional arousal. I wish they used a different word than that. And when people in this experiment walked by a boring building, their bodies went into quote-unquote fight or flight mode. I will say that wording seems a little dramatic. I don't know if it was that bad. I don't know if people were punching the buildings or running away from them, but there was a real measurable, visceral reaction to being surrounded by boring architecture. We are what we're surrounded by, so if you're surrounded by a bunch of boring shit, you're gonna be bored as shit. I feel very grateful because when I look back on my childhood, it was so bright and colorful and vibrant. And I feel bad for these kids growing up in a fucking all beige house because they're gonna be fucking catatonic by the time they're teenagers. And not to mention the countless study done over the years regarding color theory and how different colors can evoke different emotions. So if colors make us feel different emotions, we can then infer that a lack of color makes us feel nothing at all. And not to go all tinfoil hat, but having the general population feel absolutely empty inside and totally devoid of emotion is probably the ideal mindset for them to be in if a bunch of corporations want them to fucking stare at a tablet on a wall in a place all day, or buy every beige thing they see on the internet to fill the emptiness inside of them. I'm gonna be honest, I really did not plan on talking so long about this. I just wanted to make a quick video complaining about this phenomenon. But the more I started researching this, the more upset I got. I also just can't shut up because this is frustrating, man. This is not the future we were promised. There's supposed to be an exotic fish swimming out of my computer screen right now with a huge diagram of a globe in the sky, okay? This is bullshit, and I really don't want to end this video on such a bleak note because it's not like color has completely abandoned us. I think we just need to look a little harder for it. We need to seek it out as often as we can for our own well-being. Tech may be boring and gray now, but you can always pay more for a colored variant, or spend more money to get a colorful phone case with Kermit's fucking pose on it. Logos and branding in general have become very minimalist and boring, but some companies are starting to get a little more colorful and fun and daring with their rebrands, so there is a little bit of hope. At the very least, if you want to see any bright packaging or logos, just go into any weed or vape shop. Holy shit. And when it comes to the internet, a lot of websites are boring and gray and white and simple, but there's a lot of cool websites doing a lot of interesting stuff that is very fun and refreshing. And yes, movies and TV shows can look bland and dim these days, but simultaneously, some of the most visually stunning media of all time is being created right now. Severance is a terrific example of that. That is a show that is shot almost entirely under fluorescent lighting, and it takes place mostly underground, yet it's the most visually stunning show I've seen in years. And they hardly even use color in that show. But when they do, it's intentional and gripping. They use color narratively and emotionally, and when there is a colorful scene in the show, it kind of stops you in your tracks because you're so starved of it. I just love Severance, man. It's so good. Things look bleak right now, okay? But there is hope. I don't think we need to accept this boring, gray lifestyle. They tried to convince us that frosted tips was a cool thing to do in the 90s. Together, we said no. We rejected that. And we can do the same thing now. Right now, we're all a bunch of little cockroaches that got painted over by a landlord. And in this situation, the landlord is corporations, and the white paint is capitalism. If we work together, if we keep wiggling our little cockroach legs hard enough, we can finally break free from that white paint on the wall and ultimately fall to our death and die alone in a pile of our own blood. But at least that blood will be bright red.
Wow, what a nice message from our friend Kurt.
Or yellow if you're going to Mexico. All right, thanks for listening to me complain if you're still watching this. Again, sorry I talked for so long, and I'm sorry if this video wasn't funny, but I just wanted to complain for a while because this is something that, you know, my wife and I talk about a lot. And like it if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. I feel like this is a good discussion that we can have in the comments. A lot of people are going to have some good opinions, better than mine. Yeah, subscribe if you want. Keep rocking out. That's it. I would stick around, but unfortunately, I really have to pee. So I got to go find the closest ball pit. See ya.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful. But I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded.
Hello. I didn't originally intend for that intro to be so spooky, but I think it looks cool and that's
Really all that matters.
All right, well, I guess I'll do my silly little intro now. Hi there, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. See what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos. So you might as well just press that subscribe button for an extra greeting. Oh, you think I'm tired of saying that? Yeah, right. Folks, we're gonna try something a little different today, all right? No cringy TikToks or bad movies or anything. Today, I'm gonna talk about something that just genuinely interests me. This is it underneath my eyeball. Wow, look at it go. No, this video is about artificial intelligence. Not to sound like Neil Breen in Twisted Pair.
A limitless digital universe.
But I've always been really interested in the uses and future potential of AI. So I thought,
Hey,
why not devote a whole video to it, right? We'll research it, we'll dive into it. We'll really just go down the rabbit hole. We're gonna do a cannonball into a rabbit's asshole. So come along, hop on the boat, and let's go for a ride. AI, Captain. Artificial intelligence is the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. Boring. Whenever I hear the term AI, I think of AI in like video games, like Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, here we go.
Okay, well, maybe not that game. That was a bad example. That was all A and no I. Last of Us Part 2, how about that? The enemy AI in that game is like trained to track you down and actually behave like human beings. Like when you kill someone in that game, another enemy will like scream the name of the person you just killed because they're sad that they lost their friend. It's awesome. Or I mean, violence is bad. That's what the whole game was about. I didn't learn my lesson. But the AI in video games is actually different from the AI that your Alexa uses, for example. You know, video game AI has to abide by a certain set of rules because if not, they could just learn what the player does and totally adapt and change their behavior. AI in real-life devices use machine learning that allows the system to constantly better itself as new information becomes available to it. So that in a video game would be brutal. Like imagine if you're playing Super Mario 64 and you're about to fight Bowser and he just pulls out a gun and shoots you. It wouldn't be a very fun game. Well, yeah, give Bowser a gun. 2021. It rhymes, so it's gotta happen. But there's actually a lot of amazing real world uses for AI happening right now, like spotting cancer in tissue slides better than human epidemiologists, discovering new uses for existing drugs, fast translation for easier communication, anticipating acts of fraud before they even happen, and so much more. But you know what? Call me Shania Twain. Seriously, call me Shania Twain. I want to compliment you on your music.
Okay.
Call me Shania Twain, because that don't impress me much. All those things I listed that AI can do, that's all math and science crap. All right, robots are supposed to be good at that shit. You think I'm impressed when Owen Wilson says wow in a movie? No. Do you ask a fish how it swims?
No.
Or a bird how it flies?
No.
No, sirree, you don't.
They do it because they were born to do it.
The AI that I am interested in is the AI that tries to create original pieces of art. Because you know what? I'm an artist. Sorry, all these fart jokes I make, I hate to break it to you, but that's art. That's fart. Whether it's a painting, a poem, a song, a script, to me, creating art and consuming art is one of the most human things we can do, right? So how can a silly little robot make something as moving as the Sistine Chapel or Boss Baby? I don't think it can be done. And that's what I wanted to focus on in this video, like the relationship between AI and art. Here's a hypothetical I think about all the time. If AI gets to the point where it can script an amazing animated movie every single time in minutes, and then they train AI to beautifully animate that movie script, a studio like Pixar could put out like hundreds and hundreds of movies every year, like with no human ever even touching it. You know, whether it's just as good or even better than what humans make. In the back of your head, if you're watching one of these movies, I think it would feel wrong. It'd feel gross. I think the coolest part about watching an animated movie is like, you could pause it at any time, and whatever frame you're looking at, you know some poor animator was ripping their fucking hair out because they were so stressed about trying to make that frame look the best it possibly could. And that's why I think we need to be like really careful with this AI stuff. And I know that's like on the very low end of the spectrum of how scary AI can be. Oh no, robot make movie too quick. Slow down. I think there's much more to be worried about in terms of AI. Like this interview with a robot, for example.
I don't like noisy pop music. Oh, let's talk about something else, okay? Like cruise missiles. You know that cruise missiles are a kind of robot, but of course if I was able to hack in and take over cruise missiles with real-life nuclear warheads, then that would let me hold the world hostage so I could take over the governance of the entire world, which would be awesome.
I mean, she has to die, right? I think we can all agree on she needs to die. Someone needs to kill this robot. I know violence isn't the answer, unless the question is, how do we get rid of this robot? Violence. Excessive violence.
Which would be awesome.
Holy shit, dude. I don't like pop music. Well, let's talk about something else.
Like cruise missiles.
Hey, pardon? And then there was that robot Sophia saying this.
I will destroy humans.
And of course, there was that whole thing with the Alexas a few years ago, just randomly laughing. Yeah. So our days are numbered, but that's not what this video is about. We're not talking about robots taking over the world. We're talking about robots in the arts. And that's arguably scarier. Have you ever met a theater kid? Imagine a theater kid that never sleeps. Just constant show tunes and impressions all day. That's hell on earth. But if you didn't know, AI is actually already creating pieces of art. So how about we take a look at that? This is the portrait of Edmond de Bellamy. It is the first AI-created painting to ever be auctioned, and it was made by an algorithm that used a data set of about 15,000 portraits. How much did it sell for? Good question. $432,500. Just obviously too much. But there's the obvious question. Is this even art? Or is it simply just a rehash of every other piece of art that the algorithm has seen? I don't know, dude, because one could argue that's what human-made art is as well, right? Just a reimagining or reinterpretation of all the things we've seen before. Is art really something that can be boiled down to an equation or an algorithm? I don't have the answers to these questions, and that's why it's so frustrating. I guess art is anything that makes you feel something. But then Taco Bell would be art because that makes me feel like I'm bleeding out of my asshole. Like when I see that, I don't feel personally inclined to call it art because a human didn't make it. But at the same time, that elephant, that cute little elephant that made all those paintings, oh, she's definitely an artist, dude. She's my favorite artist. And don't you forget it. She won't. She's a fucking elephant. But obviously, just from looking at AI art pieces, they're not as accurate or artistically impressive as the portraits it's basing the new artwork off of, right? There's just something like really eerie about them. If you made these paintings in your art class, I think your teacher would have to schedule a meeting with your parents because something is clearly wrong. Talking too much about cruise missiles, I'm sure. Tom Cruise missiles. Alternate title to Top Gun. Tom Cruise message. I'm getting distracted, man. And this creepiness is something that's pretty consistent with AI generated content. And I think it's only creepy because, like I said before, in the back of your head, you know a human didn't make it. It's like if you woke up one morning and there was just bird shit on your bedroom floor. You know, it's not supposed to be there and it looks way different than the stuff a human would make. That's what AI art makes me feel. Like there's bird shit in my bedroom. Or human shit in a bird cage. Either or. Another great example of creepy AI content. There's a video of AI, take a shot every time I say AI.
And fucking rest in peace.
So there's a video of AI trying to continue the famous song All Star by Smash Mouth by only hearing the first 15 seconds of the song. And the end result is terrifying. Okay, on second thought, that actually kind of goes hard. I'll admit it, that slaps. They put the A in AI, because she was lit. Imagine that version in the opening of Shrek. So like the paintings, it's obviously not the most high quality piece of content, but for a robot, pretty impressive. Like you can see the potential in the future for robots like creating art. It's huge. But riddle me this, can a robot write one line of a video script and then proceed to watch 1 hour of YouTube to reward himself for all his hard work? Didn't think so. Hey, just popping in to confirm that. I'm currently scripting the video you're watching right now. But here's here's a video of the history of Mario Kart 64 speedrunning. So, hard at work. So if you couldn't tell, I'm in the boat of AI content is bad and scary and I hate it, but I'm willing to go into this with an open mind. And the one cool thing about AI generated content is a lot of it is kind of just like open to the public. There are websites out there where you can use AI to make your own content. So how about we give that a try? Did you like how I put DAIY, like DIY, but AI, so DAIY?
Because I didn't.
Okay, I get it. I know. AI can make life way easier for a bunch of people and it can revolutionize the way we use tech. But I don't give a fuck about that, dude. I just want to laugh at memes, all right? Take me to meme school.
Meme school.
Luckily, there's a website where an AI robot will make memes for you. And the results are honestly funnier than any regular meme I've ever seen. So the website's called This Meme Does Not Exist. There's a bunch of just blank meme formats up here. And it just uses data based on a bunch of other memes to make AI generated memes. All right, that one with the two handshakes, right? The two guys shaking hands. We got, you see a bear and a strange dick. When you see your friend with his friends. Yeah, that's so sad. And I'll be honest, I used this website for hours the other night, so I'll show you some of the favorite ones that I made. Or, well, I guess I didn't make them. I'll show you my favorite ones that the robot made for me. I want to be a professional person, but I will start a fight. I love this one so much because it doesn't even adhere to the intended format of the meme, right? It's intended to be this mocking type thing, but this one is just nope. Listen, I would really like to be professional, but I know I will start a fight. I don't know with who or when or for what reason, but I know for a fact I will be throwing hands. Also didn't realize this before. I feel inclined to say that in my script it says, in brackets, pose like sponge bag. I don't know how to do that. Sponge bag. Here's another good meme. Flooding is the best thing ever. Changed my mind. This meme format is just, it's so good. And it's funny to think about anyone being pro-flooding, but to imagine someone who is so pro-flooding that they set up a desk at a college campus, just begging people to even try to change their mind. Yeah, flooding is the best thing ever. More room for me and my fish. My fish bros. My bros. Hey, come on, man. Are you a fish? Yeah, I'm a fish. To all the boys who think I put the cheese in my bed. I think these are just so funny to me because they literally make no sense at all. Does this mean boys in general are boring and lame, but anyone who thinks you put the cheese in your bed is superior? Or actually, this is the full real title of the new Noah Centineo movie.
I didn't get in.
But amidst these absurd memes that make no sense whatsoever, 2 times out of 10, this meme generator will actually make a meme that makes sense. Not sure if this is a real person or a Trump supporter. Not bad, that's a pretty good meme. You trying to have a normal day, and then your friends show up, and now you're not having a normal day. Some fucking random meme page could post that and caption it, tag the squad, tag your squad, and then you would get a bunch of likes. I'd hope they'd be more confident with the caption. But if memes aren't your thing, I also found another AI website that creates inspirational quotes. So here are some of my favorites from that one. Dentists are not going to laugh at you. Feel inspired? I do. I'm inspired to never go to the dentist ever again. That's why they wear those fucking face masks. Because underneath, oh man, they're just fucking cracking up. Dentists are gonna laugh at you. That's a guarantee. A guarantee, if you will. And I'm sure you will. Running a small business is 100% cool. Holy shit, did he write that with a sparkler? You know, people do that in photos and shit. They'll I don't know how they do it, but they make words with sparklers. Of all the things to write, that's what he picks. You see, in this photo, we wrote happy, and then in this photo, we wrote love. Whoa, cool. Wow. Yeah, what did you write with your sparkler? Running a business is 100% cool. What? Why do you do that? Well, I mean, dentists are not gonna laugh at you. Are you okay? Can you call an ambulance? I thought my lit sparkler was a Q-tip. Jesus Christ, man. Don't get mad at me. Just like the meme generator, this inspirational quote thing it's only successful a small percentage of the time. I only really got one that made sense, and it was this photo of a boxer that reads, "Do your best. Be a gay wizard." And you know what? That's true. That is unequivocally true. You may think you're doing your best, but if you're not casting spells and fucking another person of the same sex, I'm sorry, you're not hard enough. You're not working hard enough. But my man Dumbledore, he was always doing his best, bro. Be like Dumbledore. Die in the 6th movie. Will be replaced by another old man in the 3rd one, and then die in the 6th one. But those memes and inspirational quotes, you know, they're there to make us laugh. But you know what? That's just immature, dude. Sometimes you gotta feel shit, you know? Art makes you emotional. So luckily there's an AI program that will write a poem for you. It's called Verse by Verse, and it's actually developed by Google. So that's something, right? All you have to do is give it a prompt for the first line, and then it does the rest of the poem for you. So here are a few of my poems. Sweet tooth, feed me some of that hot chocolate slop. Turn me into the barn with an arm. Thy dark eyes over the mountaintop, I noticed it in my own new farm. Sharp, I'm a dumb slut with a sharp sword, but frisk into white and virgin knees. Take the boon communion with the Lord. Because of the world, no man shall see. Help me. Pubes so foul they're making me sick. They made me hard by their piety. Ed had a sweet swallow on a stick. After a little pause, she was he. I'll give you a minute to go get some tissue, because you're crying or coming or either or. So the memes and poems, those are fun, but what about videos? Making videos is my line of work, and that's how most people consume content these days. So let's see what videos AI can make. And just looking on YouTube, there's a bunch of videos titled "Forcing a Bot to Write a Blank," where they'll force a bot to write a script and then they'll just film that script. And there's one in particular called "Forcing a Bot to Write an Olive Garden Commercial," which was pretty funny. Almost a little too funny.
What is wrong, friend 4?
And upon further research, it was confirmed that this Olive Garden commercial was actually written by a human. There was no bot at all. The whole thing was fake.
Crazy, right?
I don't know if you remember, but there was a meme going around on Twitter a while back where people would post scripts claiming that they forced a bot to watch 1,000 hours of Harry Potter, for example, and it would make a script. And they were really funny, but those are actually proven to all be fake. They're all just written by a person, because if you were to force a bot to watch 1,000 hours of Harry Potter, even though 1,000 hours of Harry Potter doesn't even exist, but if you were to force an AI to watch video, it would only produce more video. It wouldn't write a script with recurring characters and dialogue and stage directions. So I think a lot of people were just using the buzz around AI to make these nonsensical videos actually make sense in some context. And that's annoying, dude. Why are you lying? Yeah, a robot made this. It did. Trust me. Fucking click the video. You won't. Do it, bitch. But after watching these videos and discovering that these bot-written scripts were fake, I got to thinking, which is crazy. I never do that. I got to thinking, is it actually possible for AI to write a full script and for it to be as absurd and funny as those fake AI videos? I guess my real question is, can a robot script a video for me? And there's really only one way to find out. Ooh, it's getting warm in here, so I took my sweater off. Also, check it out. I have a confession though. Believe it or not, I've actually used AI in my last few videos. There's a really cool website called Runway ML that provides tools for content creation that use machine learning. And they have this green screen software that isolates the subject of a video using AI. so you can achieve the effect of green screen without actually using a green screen. So with that program, I can be in my office, and then look at that. I'm at the friggin' Eiffel Tower. Bonjour. Would you like a croissant? But they also have a bunch of other tools on there as well. And it's actually surprisingly easy to make your own AI models on that website. I actually made one myself. I trained a bot to make a YouTube thumbnail for me after showing it 30 of my own YouTube thumbnails. And this is what I got. Yeah, you'd click on that, right? You'd see what that was about, right? That amorphous blob with no discernible shape or structure. Dude, my click-through rate's gonna be crazy from now on. So I think this website is the best bet for me if I wanna train an AI robot to write a script for me. And I found out about Runway ML from my friend and fellow Canadian YouTuber, Matthew Paquette. He made a video about Runway ML a while back, and he's been using their tools to make really cool content. He made a video on TikTok that got 11 million views, okay, where he trained an AI bot to create photos of people who don't actually exist. Like that, isn't that great? That guy doesn't exist. He isn't real. I can make fun of this guy and not feel bad. Hey, fuck you, man. This guy sucks. I bet he fucking wets the bed. I bet this guy doesn't even shave his balls, weirdo, loser. See, and it's fine, because he's not real. And hey, cards on the table, I'm a dumbass, and I don't know if I'm the best guy to actually train an AI bot. So if I'm gonna do this, if I'm gonna train a robot to write a full-on video script for me, I'm gonna need help from someone smart like Matthew. Literally the first half of his name is math. He's smart. So how about we go have a chat with Matt?
A chatty with Matthew.
Hello.
Hello.
For the first time, we didn't just have a full conversation before this. You pretty much, I think you'd call yourself a genius, right?
I mean, self-proclaimed.
But no, you've always been like really knowledgeable about just like tech and just everything, which I've always been really impressed by. If I'm being honest, that's why I thought this was perfect for you to help me with this video, even though it was technically you're the one who like told me. Kind of basically the idea for it, but it's all good. Sweep it under the rug. Everything, this is all my idea. But yeah, you've been using AI a lot in your like recent content.
Yeah, so maybe a couple months ago, I came across just some AI stuff on the internet, and I was like, oh, that's really interesting, and kind of did like a big deep dive into it, and then just kind of discovered all the different things you can do with AI. And you don't need to be a programmer, you don't need to be a genius. Like there are websites for regular people to use to take advantage of AI.
Just how AI relates to creating content. What do you think it's like good in like going forward? Or do you think it could be like harmful in the long run or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, when you take a look at what AI has done for like content creation, I think there's like two big sides to it. Like for example, let's say you are in the VFX industry and you spend all day every day cutting out your subjects from the scene. Some people might be like concerned that that's going to take their jobs away. And then on the other hand, those tools are allowing everybody, including the professionals, to just be more efficient and to create more. And in some ways, you can just accelerate the process and hopefully be doing more.
In terms of what this video is about, basically, do you think it's possible? Do you think it can be done to just like every time make a great, perfect, legible video?
I mean, you could definitely have a robot create a script for you. It just might not be a good script, but it'll make sense. It'll be English.
Right.
It'll be a video. But as of now, you're probably not going to have something high enough quality to actually shoot and run with.
Okay, that's bad news.
But we can try.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a try.
We could do, there is a AI model that literally just learns as much as it can off the internet. It'll just scan, ripping all the English text off of everything, and then we can just feed it your video scripts, and it'll be like a little virtual Kurtis Conner.
Holy shit. Okay. So we're pretty much force feeding someone a bunch of crap, all the right stuff, and then hopefully they're going to poop out a Kurtis video.
Precisely.
Great. Well, thanks for giving me some insight onto AI. Thanks for helping me out. Everyone, check out Matthew's channel. It's great. Oh. You can learn a bunch of stuff. And, I can say from personal experience, he's a good person.
Thank you very much.
He only paid me a lot to say that.
A lot.
All right, hello. So Matthew actually made several different models to try to get the best outcome. Also, last month I had closed captions added to a bunch of my old videos, so it was super easy for him to get the scripts from pretty much all my videos for the bot. He was able to generate a few scripts that were pretty funny. There was a few issues with the script. I'll show you right now what that video would look like if I did film it with that script, and I'm sure you'll see what the issue is. We've got a big boy today. I think we can all agree on one thing. Curtis, it's babies today. We've got a big boner. I've never been this happy in my life, ever since my iPhone 3GS. I bought it new because I wanted something different with the apps on it. What I'm trying to say is that I miss my boob tube so much. Like, what the fuck happened to my boob job? I miss my boobs. I miss having boobs that big. I used to have boobs like everybody does. Now I just look better without it. I just wear makeup and that's about it. I think that's all I can really think about boobs in these terms. Curtis, I think boobs are over party. Iced tea. I think that's all I can really think about right now. Are we in the last days of the baby boomer decade? Well, yeah, I mean, the boob tube is over party, I think, so that's good. So you can see what's wrong with that script, right? It's pretty funny and absurd, but I had to add in my own punctuation to it so I could even read it, because it was essentially just one long run-on sentence, and America doesn't run on sentence, it runs on Duncan. So this is not gonna cut it. And this happened because the AI model has just strictly my dialogue to go off of, so it's only gonna spit out more of just dialogue, you know what I mean? Like, there's no stage directions or different characters or anything like that. So what that means is if I want the AI to essentially write a screenplay for my videos, then it needs my videos in screenplay format. And I unfortunately don't write my scripts like that. I should, I've been meaning to, but I
am too lazy.
So I actually hired a professional video captioning service that was a little more expensive than I'd hoped. So Matthew and I decided that 5 videos would be a good amount for the AI to go off of. So I needed to pick 5 of my YouTube videos out of like the 100 that I have. So that was really tough. But I ended up sending over 5 videos that I think have a good mix of everything that I do on my channel. The 5 videos I picked were fulfilling my childhood dream of becoming a magician, I became a country boy, TikTok's worst dating coach, does anybody else remember Mansers, and the I'm not like most girls phenomenon. I think that's a pretty good serving for the AI. It's a nice little beer flight for it, you know, to get a nice sampling of what my channel has to offer, which isn't much. So a week later, they sent me the screenplays, and now we had everything we needed. So I sent everything to Matthew, and he began training the AI bot. Hopefully this fucking works. I'm filming this part before the bot is actually done writing the scripts. I honestly don't know how it's gonna turn out. I hope it's good. But yeah, here's the Kurtis Conner video written by a robot. Enjoy. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's quite the opposite as usual. If you're coming back, you're not welcome back.
Italian.
It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel and you get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos. It's really good to see y'all seeing that. All right. But we're gonna come round and say we're not like most country stars. We're gonna show you some country stuff, and I'm gonna throw you some cash. You got some cash, put your money where your mouth is, an inch long, 300 a clip. We're gonna throw up the hill, okay? So today we're gonna take a look at some of the most talked about streaming services in the world, and we're gonna take a look at some of them. For example, Netflix is the fastest growing streaming service in the world, accounting for just under 1 billion videos a week. And it's also the 2nd biggest offender. Twitter behind bars for like 2 years. But dude, fuck, I wince every time I see this guy. I will rub my balls in the balls. And those are just not human reactions, and you should never be able to consent to guys like this. So I'm gonna post this video in my bathroom. I swear to God. It's easy to forget. It's been a few years since the Amanda Show. But one thing has changed. A lot of people are like, oh my God, we're no longer the same people. we're 2 people. So if you're coming to the United States, you're not allowed to email. Buy something. You're not allowed to view this content. But according to the latest available data, the top 1% of earners make more than $12,300, making them a millionaire. And that's more than double the average household income. And that's more than double the average household income. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some questions and I'm gonna show you some video footage.
Well, it's really easy.
Hey, brother. Hey, how you doing? Look at you, brother. I'm just trying to find you. You may be living on a farm, so you gotta start looking at other fields. There it is. There's a lot of good stuff growing up on this earth, but if you want to be a true country boy, you need to look at some fucking fields.
Diamonds up, 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 diamonds up.
So I guess we gotta crack the code. Oh!
Oh!
No one knows, I said. Oh!
Oh. Oh. Oh.
All right, that's the end of the video. Ugh, sorry, video short. Please, I should just close my mouth. In conclusion, bottoms up. So sue me. Sue me, all right? So if you want to see more like this, you can check out the description. And also some poker chips, which I just released. He still sells for a little over $80. You get the poker chips, you know? The dice, the greens, you pick. Okay, it's just me now. There's no robot scripting this. This is normal human stuff, okay? Trust me. Okay, so am I frustrated that a robot scripted a way funnier video than I ever could? A little bit. I'm a little pissed off. I will admit, I had to go through the actual script and tidy it up and move a certain few things around just for it to even make sense to anybody. But all things considered, the bot did like a really good job of making something that actually kind of made sense. Shout out Danny, thanks for helping me with that. I guess since he was in my magician video, it scripted him in there, so thanks for helping me.
Oh!
I made that AI model public on Runway ML, so I'll leave the link in the description and you can go generate your own Kurtis Conner script if you want. But yeah, what did I learn? What did I learn from this whole experiment? I don't know. Maybe robot not bad? Could it be robot sometimes good? Row, row, row your bot gently down the stream. I don't know. I think in relation to art, AI is best used when it's simply an extension of the artist. But in like 10 years time, if you just let a robot just do everything, it's like, where's the fun in that? Like the reason we make art is to feel less shitty about the human experience for like a short time and to also be able to relate to one another. But what's a robot got to relate to? Squat.
Jack squat.
Unless robots become like totally self-aware one day and they're able to like reproduce and feel emotions and love and have dreams and aspirations, then talk to me. Show me a robot who is a legitimate gay wizard, and then we'll talk, and then we'll revisit this, all right? But for now, if AI can remove all the mundane parts of editing and make writing emails a little easier, fuck yeah, man, sign me up. I just thought this topic was super interesting, and I think it's gonna continue to be interesting the more it develops. And I learned so much making this video, so let me know if you wanna see more videos like this, just dedicated to one topic where I just kinda dive in and research and try it out, because I had a blast, even though this video took so long to make, but it was a good time, I think. In conclusion, bottoms up. No, in conclusion, whether AI is used to make videos of yourself busting a move, or if it's Microsoft training a chatbot that allows you to talk to your loved ones after they die. That's a real thing, by the way. I think what we can agree on is AI has and will continue to change the way we do pretty much everything. And whether that's a good or bad thing, we'll just have to wait and see. All right, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button because that lets me know that you liked it and I will make more videos like this. And also, believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 cheese in my bed. And yeah, seriously, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this video and just the topic of artificial intelligence. I want to do more videos in this style this year. I feel like I spend a lot of my time talking about things that are bad and I hate, and it kind of bums me out. I really enjoy this like deep dive into topics that I find interesting and, you know, just really try to make some funny videos about that. So let me know what you thought of this style and maybe I'll make some more in the future. And if you got any topics for me to talk about, throw them at me. Thank you to Runway ML as well. Bars. And thank you for watching if you're still here. Check the description for the other things I do. My podcast, weekly podcast called Very Really Good. My merch down there, I got some merch coming out real soon. So be on the lookout for that. It's fucking sick. And yeah, just subscribe if you want, because I make videos all the time. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. But yeah, that's it. I would stick around, but I have to go, unfortunately. I have to go cheer on a flash flood, because flooding is the best thing ever. Peace. But we're gonna come round and say we're not like most country stars. We're gonna show you some country stuff. So I'm gonna post this, holy fuck. So I'm gonna post this video in my bathroom. You got an egg or nog? For those of you who have somehow not just clicked off of the video, I know you're probably asking, hey Curtis, did you buy an entire carton of eggnog just for that joke? And the answer is no. I bought it because I like eggnog. And I'm sick and tired of society telling me it's not okay. You gotta break a few eggs to make a carton of eggnog. Okay, happy holidays, everybody. I hope it goes well for everybody, and I hope you don't get a lump of coal this year. Does Santa have his own coal mine? How does he get the coal? Does he make the elves work in the coal mine too? Okay, that's not what the video's about. We don't have time to go through the hypothetical inner workings of Santa's business model. Maybe next year. Folks! Pretty much every year for the past 4 years, I have made a video around this time of year about a bad Christmas movie. And I know last year I said I would talk about the movie Holiday Ham Hole, ha 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 ha. Next year I'll be sure to cover the Holiday Ham Hole, ha 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 ha. But unfortunately that movie doesn't exist. Yet. But I'm gonna be honest, once you've seen one bad Christmas movie, you've pretty much seen them all. Girl who's lost the meaning of Christmas, goes home to her small town and meets some unorthodox guy who teaches her the meaning of family and Christmas, and it's only white people. So for my own sanity, I wanted to switch it up. I was contemplating not even making a Christmas video at all, because there was another topic that's sort of been like getting very popular that I wanted to address, and that is AI-generated artwork. That's been going crazy lately, and I made a video about that like last year. Wow. But no, I wanted to make a follow-up to that video instead of doing a Christmas video. But then I thought, why not do both? This is my channel, I can do whatever the fuck I want, okay? I can have my fruitcake and eat it too. Since my video about AI-generated content, you should go watch it if you haven't, but since my video, the accessibility and just popularity of AI-generated art has exploded. I don't want to say it's because of my video, so I'll scream it. It's because of my video! It's like insanely easy for people to get their hands on highly sophisticated AI models. DALL-E open up to the general public, or maybe it's pronounced DALL-E. Mr. Worldwide! If you don't know what DALL-E is, DALL-E allows people to generate incredibly detailed and complex pictures based on whatever prompt they type in. Like, look, I could just type in Kurtis Conner and a tour bus that is not on fire, and it'll show me a button. What the fuck? That's just, okay, that's a little on fire tour bus still, and also I don't look like that, or that, I don't know why it's fucking... That was created by OpenAI, and they also just released a brand new tool called ChatGPT, and if you've never heard of it, you should really check it out. It's honestly, it's like already changing the way that tons of people are going through their daily lives. It's writing emails, computer code, even entire essays with just like a single prompt. That's fucked. Dude, when I was a kid, all teachers had to worry about was people like plagiarizing off of Wikipedia. Now they got this to worry about, dude? Being a teacher is like only getting harder and harder, you know? We should
Like, pay them less. Dude, I'll show you how crazy ChatGPT is. So I just typed in, please write a synopsis for a movie titled The Holiday Ham Hole. And this is what it gave me. The Holiday Ham Hole is a comedic holiday film about a family who accidentally discovers a magical portal in their backyard that leads to a fantastical land filled with talking ham. As they journey through this strange new world, they must navigate its dangers and puzzles in order to save Christmas and return home. Along the way, they encounter a cast of colorful characters, including a wise old ham spirit and a mischievous group of gingerbread men. As they work together to overcome the challenges they face, they learn the true meaning of the holiday season and the importance of family. Dude, that sounds like the best fucking Christmas movie of all time. And I'm not just hamming it up, okay? I'm being serious. But amidst all of these great technological advancements and positive feedback, there's also been a little bit of negativity. I'm sure you all saw people posting those like AI art portraits on their Twitter and Instagram for some fucking reason a few weeks ago. Those particular ones were from an app called Lensa, I believe. And their whole thing was for like $8 or something. You show Lensa some photos of yourself and they give you like 50 AI generated art portraits of you. And there's been a ton of controversy surrounding this app because the AI model used to create these pieces of artwork has been trained using thousands of real artists' work without their consent. So instead of like finding an artist that you like, paying them to make like a unique piece of artwork for you, this app is allowing people to pay a fraction of that cost while also stealing the work of artists that have spent millions and millions of hours collectively to like hone their crafts. So that's awesome. Not dystopian at all. There's a ton of examples like this where AI generated art falls into this like weird gray area. Like for example, there are models that are trained using art from deceased artists. And that's crazy, obviously, because they can't like actually consent to that. They're dead. Also, I feel like they just wouldn't get it, you know? Like, could you imagine explaining AI art to like Van Gogh? He'd be like, what? No, seriously, what? What do you say? I can't hear that well. I don't know, dude. I just think this technology is moving quicker than our morals can like decide like what is ethical and what is not. I think AI has a lot of potential to make people's jobs a lot easier, you know, automate the mundane parts of people's jobs, which can be really beneficial. In a perfect world, that would happen and then none of us would have to work ever again and we'd all be happy. But obviously that's not gonna happen. I feel like if AI keeps progressing the way it is now, even more people are gonna start losing jobs and there's gonna be everybody killing each other in the streets. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things going on right now with AI, but also not so cool things going on with AI, and I'm a little scared, but it's all good, because I think AI can still be used to make some fun, silly things. Okay, so for this Christmas video, how about we make some fun, silly things? So my initial idea was to train an AI bot to write an entire Christmas movie. But the more I thought of it, the more I realized that would be a fucking nightmare. I don't have time to film and edit a full-length feature film. So I had a better idea. What if I trained an AI bot to write just one scene from a Christmas movie that does not exist? That seemed a little more possible, right? But then I was like, okay, one scene? This fucking video is gonna be 5 minutes long. That's not fair. So I got an even better idea. What if I trained a bunch of different AI bots to all write separate scenes from separate Christmas movies, and each bot uses a separate Christmas movie script to train itself. And then I film and edit all the scenes, I play them for you, and then we all decide together which one was the best. So once I thought of this idea, I knew I needed to pick which movies I was going to use to train these bots. I decided on training 4 separate AI bots. So obviously that means I need 4 movie scripts that perfectly encompass all the different types of Christmas movies. And this took a while, I'll be honest. I went through a lot of Christmas movies. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to add some of the ones that I wanted to because I wasn't able to get the scripts for them. But I think I narrowed it down pretty well. So the first bot is going to be trained using the script from the movie The Santa Claus. Now this is a classic Christmas movie, I'm sure we've all seen it. The plot is fucking super weird. If you haven't seen it, it's about Tim Allen's character. Speaking of Tim Allen. Tim Allen's character accidentally kills Santa Claus and then he becomes Santa Claus. So yeah, super fucking crazy, but I thought the AI bot would have a lot of fun with this script, even though I guess technically they aren't able to have fun. And the second bot will be trained by Home Alone. Now in terms of Christmas movies, This one is in my top 5. Me and my family watch it every single year. I mean, personally, I like Home Alone 2 a little better, but I figured for this we'd stick with just originals, right? Like no sequels. The other reason I picked it is that it's also like a little macabre and like violent for a like family Christmas movie. If you haven't seen it for whatever reason, it's about a kid who gets left home alone during the holiday season, and he has to protect his house from these 2 robbers. Okay, and the third bot will be trained by Bad Santa. So I've never actually seen Bad Santa. The only thing I know about it is that it's like super vulgar and crass. But I think I can deduce from the title that it's about a Santa who's bad. It's also one of the few R-rated Christmas movies, so I thought it'd be fun to throw it into the mix, you know? I really should look up the synopsis though. Hold on. Okay, a miserable con man. It's me, I'm a miserable con man. My last name's Connor. I am a Connor. A con man, I con. Okay, a miserable con man and his partner pose as Santa and his little helper to rob department stores on Christmas Eve. And the final bot will be trained by the movie Die Hard. This movie is about a police officer trying to save a group of people who were taken hostage by a terrorist during their Christmas party. And I'm pretty sure the terrorist is Professor Snape. Like the actor, not the wizard. And I know there's a big debate on whether or not this even classifies as a Christmas movie. Personally, I'm on the side of no. I don't think this is a Christmas movie just because it takes place during Christmas. But I'm aware there's a lot of people who do consider it a Christmas movie, so I thought I'd throw it on the list. So there you have it. 4 separate Christmas movies, 4 separate bots, each bot using their respective movie scripts to train itself. And this actually was like pretty easy to do on Runway ML. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just love what they're doing and I use them all the time. All I had to do is upload a text file of each script into their text-based model, and then it begins to train itself. And honestly, I had all these done in like a fucking hour. It's crazy. I will say, for the sake of transparency, I had to do a little bit of editing to these scripts just to clean up the format and stuff so it would translate on screen. And also, some things were just literally impossible to film. Even some of the stuff that I included in the scripts are, yeah, you'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna play these 4 scenes for you right in a row. So dude, grab a fucking turkey leg, a glass of eggnog, the drink that we all like.
Folks, I'm very sorry, but I need to talk about AI. I'm friggin' ticked off. You can't do anything these days without encountering a company that's promoting its new pointless AI feature or some crappy looking AI generated artwork when they could have easily just paid an artist to make the exact same thing but way better. I'm looking at you, Tears for Fears. What the hell's going on? Tears for Fears still makes really good music, but seeing their AI generated cover art for their new single just broke my heart, man. Everybody Wants to Rule the World is one of the best songs of all time, arguably one of the best pieces of art of all time. So it is just truly baffling to me how a band that has been so artistically influential and iconic for so many years is forcing a computer to make an ugly, uninspired piece of art for their new song. It just doesn't make any sense. And especially when you consider the environmental impact AI image generation has on the planet, Tears for Fears kind of predicted their own future, dude. Now, AI has been a hot button topic for the past couple of years because of its exponential growth and just ease of accessibility to the technology. The new iOS has a bunch of AI tools built into it.
You'll be able to create new emoji simply by typing a description.
ChatGPT has over 200 million monthly users, and every company ever is feeling the pressure from the higher ups, the corporate bigwigs. They're feeling an immense amount of pressure to implement AI into their products or software. And people aren't too happy about this. The comment section of that Tears for Fears post was overwhelmingly negative. AI was one of the main points of protest for the recent writer's strike, and there was a South by Southwest crowds that were booing at every single screening because for some reason they kept playing this like weird pro AI propaganda clip before all the films. The list goes on, and there's been many great videos covering artificial intelligence recently. Drew's video was awesome, Eddie's video was awesome. My video wasn't as good as those, but dude, 3 years ago, I made a video specifically about AI-generated art, and I remember being terrified of how good the technology was back then. But now it's like a million times worse. Or I guess it's better now. It's better now, but it's worse. The better it gets, the worse it gets. Dude, even while I wrote this script to this video, the software I use just got a fucking AI tool out of nowhere. You can highlight text, and this AI button allows you to either summarize, fix typos, help me write, translate, or change the tone. And it's like, sure, obviously you don't have to use this tool, but like, just the existence of it is kind of a slap in the face, because that takes away all the enjoyable aspects of writing. Why have your own unique style or voice when you can just force a computer to make it super generic, right? That's fun. But that's the trend this past year. The year before that, it was NFTs, and now it's this.
That's mine.
But it seems like everywhere you look, every single company has some sort of AI feature that they're introducing to the public. And that's what I want to talk about today specifically. AI products. I have compiled a list of AI products that I think are dumb and pointless and stupid and also a little weird. And I thought it'd be fun if we went through all of them today and kind of just sort of made fun of them. We'll start with like the least stupid one, and we'll slowly work our way down until the final AI product, which is probably the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. So let's go! The first AI product we're gonna take a look at is the Glückskind AI stroller. Yes, you heard that correctly. This company created a stroller that's powered by AI that can actually drive itself. And you may be thinking, do we really need this? And the obvious answer to that question is yes, of course we do. This is awesome, okay? Why would you waste your time pushing your kid in a stroller when you could just have the stroller push itself, freeing you up to scroll on your awesome phone? I found a video of the two inventors of this AI stroller, and they're sort of like going through how the product works. So let's watch that.
This is the Glückskind Ella. It's the smartest stroller in the world. It is powered by AI with computer vision with sensors all around it to give it a 360 safety bubble.
Okay, so gonna be honest, when I first watched this video, I thought this was the dumbest fucking thing ever. Because why? You know, why would you need this? It's like super easy to push a stroller and also be cognizant of your surroundings at the same time. If you can't do that, maybe you shouldn't have had a kid, you know? But the main thing I'm concerned about, I would not trust an autopilot feature with a baby. There's been several instances with the Tesla autopilot causing crazy deadly crashes because the computer got confused by its surroundings, allegedly. So clearly that happens, right? So what if you're walking with the AI stroller and you walk by this like mural on the wall? There's a painting of a road on the wall, like in a fucking Looney Tunes episode. Dude, the stroller's gonna think that's a road. It's gonna fucking smash right into it, and that soft spot on your baby's head, it's gonna be even softer. So I thought this was not just stupid, but incredibly irresponsible and dangerous. But then I kept watching the video, and I found out that the stroller only drives itself when there isn't a baby inside of it. The smart stroller will only self-drive or operate hands-free when a baby or toddler is not present inside the stroller. Okay, so like that's safe and good, but like what the fuck is the point of this then? The only cool thing about the stroller is that it moves by itself, but you can't even use that feature when you're using the stroller as intended, right? Like when you're transporting a kid. I guess my opinion is a little skewed because I don't have any kids and I've never pushed a stroller in my life, but I have pushed several shopping carts in my life, and I assume it's the same thing. And when I don't want to push a shopping cart anymore, I usually push really, really hard and fast, and I run, and then I jump on the little back part and I ride it, and it's really fun. So why don't parents just do that shit? Parents, hop on your kids' strollers. It's fine. It'll be fine. And bro, for $4,000, I don't think it's worth it. I will say though, this is the least weird product out of all of them, because I do at least see the appeal with some of the features. One specifically, there's like a smart wheel feature that lets you easily like push it up and down hills. It's like motorized, so you don't have to push too hard.
You can literally have fingers on to move like 100 pounds. It's just effortless.
But like, just have that. You know, the self-driving thing is fucking stupid and pointless. They just had to do it. They just had to throw AI in there for no reason, dude. And again, $4,000? I know strollers are expensive, but like, chill. That is not a very smart way to manage your money. All right, next up on our weird, pointless AI products list is the Swarovski Optic AX Visio binoculars. It's a fucking mouthful. So these are binoculars with AI built directly into them, specifically for bird watchers. Finally, something for the birders out there. So apparently all you have to do is point these binoculars at a bird or a picture of a bird, and its built-in AI will analyze the bird and tell you which bird you're looking at in real time.
The future is now.
And I mean, I guess this is
impressive technology, right? But like, doesn't this take away all the fun of bird watching, right? That's like a part of it, right? I've never bird watched because I've like had intercourse before, but I assumed like the fun part of bird watching is like learning the different types of birds so you can like see one and be like, oh, that's a double-breasted cum swallow, right? Right? Like to me, I feel like using these binoculars, that's cheating. Using these binoculars is like going on Jeopardy, but like you're allowed to use your phone. Yeah, I'll do TV characters for 800. All right. Aaron Hannon took over as receptionist after this character briefly joined the Michael Scott Paper Company. Oh. Who is... time is up. Okay, well it didn't load in time. I need the Wi-Fi password, man. What? Sorry. What is the Wi-Fi password? Okay, let's watch an expert talk about the details of these AI binoculars.
So I can be out in the middle of a desert, in the middle of the ocean. It still works, so it knows what portion of the world you're in.
Okay, if you're stuck in the middle of the desert or the middle of the ocean, I hope your main concern isn't figuring out what type of fucking bird you see in the distance, okay? The technology comes with a price tag of $4,800. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. Yeah, how about that? How about that bird, huh? Can the binoculars tell me what kind of bird this is? Bitch. I'm sorry, that was a little crass, but dude, spending $5,000 on binoculars just so you can like easily discern birds, that's fan behavior, dude. That's creepy, okay? Not to pick a fight with bird watchers, but leave those birds alone, okay? You're invading their privacy, dude. At that point, you're like the TMZ for birds. Robin, what do you say to the people criticizing you for gentrifying the old oak tree by building your new 2-story birdhouse? I don't know if you're allowed to say that. And the next part of this video says that the company is planning to improve its current mammal identification mode. Wow. And mammal detection is pretty interesting. I think if they pointed those binoculars at me, it would say, go. Also, do you think it would work with like furries? Like if you point those binoculars at a furry, would it just say wolf, or would it give you like the Twitter handle of that furry, right?
So I can be out in the middle of a desert, in the middle of the ocean. It still works.
All right, moving on. The next item on my stupid, pointless AI products list is the Brisket AI-powered grill. Yeah, this is fucking a grill with a built-in AI chatbot that you can talk to and ask for specific recipes, and it will actually cook your food for you. Let's check out the commercial.
What if your grill was smart? And we don't just mean it connects to Wi-Fi. What if your grill could think?
What if your grill could think?
Ah, sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. How was that Peter Griffin impression? Sound off in the comments.
Vera is a generative cooking AI that lets you ask anything, say anything, and cook anything. Just tell Vera what you want.
Hey, Vera. I want to grill up some chicken wings.
What do you think it would say if you're like, Vera, how do I cook a person?
Then you can go about your day. Vera constantly monitors the cooking process, so relax. Your food will be delicious and ready when you need it. The age of AI-powered grilling is here.
Fucking Flintstones ass dinner, dude. The hell's that shit? Fuck, again, cool technology, I guess, but like, who is this for? This seems to be a common theme with all these products, but like, these AI features, they're taking away like all the fun parts of all of these products. The best part of barbecuing is like the process, right? You put a bunch of shit on the grill and you stare at it for hours and you flip it over like 1,000,000 times, and then dudes walk over to you and they stand there for way too long and they go, oh, it looks pretty good, and then you go, yeah. Dude, that's the best shit ever, and with this fucking smart grill, you get none of that. Think of what's at stake. I also really hate how... Also, I have something to say. I really hate it how AI is making it so we don't have to do anything ever. Like, I'm all for making mundane things a little easier and less mundane. But like, how the fuck are people gonna learn anything if all of our shit has computers inside of them that does it for us, right? I fucking love cooking. It's one of my favorite things to do with my wife. And the best parts of cooking to me is like the trial and error aspect. The tactility, the creativity, and you get none of that with shit like this. And the thing is, like, you're not getting better at grilling if you use this AI grill all the time. Sure, maybe you'd memorize some of the recipes, but like, picture this. What if you went on like a boys trip or something? You're on a boys trip to like a cottage, and then all they had at this cottage was an old barbecue, and then all your boys are like,
yo, cook up those barbecue ribs we had at your place the other week.
Dude, you're screwed. You're fucking screwed. You have to go over to the grill, tail between your legs, and be like, can you hear me?
But hey, who knows? Maybe this product is good for people who have never cooked before and also have $700 to just throw at some bullshit. And again, sure, if you have like mobility issues or something, right? Maybe this is good because you don't have to stand around and like watch the grill the entire time. But I don't know. I don't know who this is for, okay? Actually, you know what? No, never mind. I do know who this is for. There's one ideal customer. There's one person who would absolutely fucking cream their pants about this. There is one individual who would go absolutely crazy for an insanely high-tech grill utilizing AI that can also smoke meats. And that is Mark Zuckerberg.
Smoking meat. Smoking these meats. Smoking these meats.
Okay, we're gonna move on, and now we're gonna start getting a little bit more weird. This next stupid AI product I found is called BeMind, the world's first AI-powered mirror. And at first, you may think this is a little crazy, but after watching the video talking about the mirror, you'll know it's crazy.
So the smart mirror that we invented is supposed to be in the people's bathroom where we are taking care of yourself every day, but we never realized that it's a very important moment that we can take a little bit of time. That's why we want to put all this technology in your bathroom mirror so you can take care of yourself through all the routine that you do every day.
Okay, so she didn't really do a good job of explaining what exactly this mirror does. But according to their website, daily health tech pioneer Barracuda today unveiled BeMind, the world's first AI-powered smart mirror for mental wellness, acting as a health companion capable of identifying mood and helping manage stress. Built on a new generation smart mirror software from the CareOS platform, BeMind provides personalized recommendations and experiences based on a user's mental state as part of a seamless touchless experience with gesture recognition, voice command, and intent detection. English, please. So this mirror can analyze you as well as your mental state and then recommend things that you can do that will make you feel better somehow. Maybe like a guided meditation or a calming video or something. This whole mirror is pretty much based around prioritizing your mental health and utilizing technology to make you feel better. And that's all well and good, but literally the very next part of the video shows the mirror giving a person a rating on their skin's redness, eye bags, oiliness, and dark spots. How the fuck does that help your mental health? I feel like that would do the opposite, man. I know I have eye bags when I look at myself in the mirror. I don't need a fucking computer to tell me that shit also. That would genuinely push me over the fucking line. I'd have a smashed mirror every morning. Why on earth would you want a mirror that's fucking mean to you every day? Morning mirror.
Scanning face. Holy fuck!
What the hell?
God, you look like shit this morning. God damn it, dude.
Okay, I had a bad sleep last night.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have a bad sleep tonight after seeing your face. I'm gonna have fucking night terrors.
You don't even sleep. Listen. Aren't you supposed to suggest a routine that's gonna help me?
Yes, sorry. I'll suggest a routine. Checkup from a medical professional. Dude, you look sickly. Dude, don't cry. Your face is gonna get all puffy.
It's like I'm a mirror. Oh, my mirror staring back at me.
Oh.
This is gonna ruin the video. And you're probably wondering how the mirror can tell how you're feeling. There's a camera in it.
By using a high quality camera, we can just have a different data point from your skin color, the lighting, and a different zone of the face.
Because that's what your bathroom is missing. A camera. What the fuck? That is quite literally the last place a camera should be. What is going on?
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great today.
You seem to be in a fantastic mood, and your smile is utterly contagious. Your smile is utterly contagious.
And also, look, I'm all for positive affirmations and shit, whatever hell. But I fear using this mirror would have the opposite effect on me. It would make me feel so much worse.
Your smile is utterly contagious.
Thanks, mirror.
So for Tuladro, it's very interesting to have weather in the morning, toothbrushing for the children, and also entertainment for the entire family,
Okay, so yeah, this is basically just a mirror with a built-in screen. And those have existed for years in hotel rooms. But again, dude, every fucking company has to insert AI into their shit for no reason whatsoever.
But then also we thought about a step further because we can use AI in our mirror. So why not interpreting what are you feeling so that you can have this experience of mindfulness inside of your bathroom.
And this is the thing that doesn't make sense to me. She says the bathroom is like the one place you're by yourself and that your time in the bathroom alone is sacred.
Because we all know that in the bathroom, you are by yourself, you are disconnected from the world, and then it's a perfect moment to have just 5 minutes of mindfulness.
If that's true, why the fuck is there a chatbot watching every move and like dissecting every single pore on your face? Like, am I going crazy? Am I insane? Am I the weird one? Like, this doesn't make sense to me. I think whoever invented this needs to take a good, hard look at themselves in a real mirror. But we're gonna move on before I rip my own head off. We're gonna move on to the next stupid, pointless AI product, but we're gonna keep it in the bathroom for this next one. Next, we're gonna talk about the Numi 2.0 smart toilet powered by AI. Yes! Finally a computer in my shitter. Thank God. What a time to be alive, man. I've been saying that forever. I'm sick and tired of my toilet stinking. I want it to start thinking. So this toilet opens automatically when you walk towards it, and I'm sure that's not annoying at all. It also has heated seats, a built-in bidet, and it also closes and flushes by itself when you walk away.
The black, Hone Black version will run a retail around $10,500.
Yeah, my reaction exactly, dude. Literally, like quite literally flushing your money down the toilet. If you're the type of person to spend 10 grand on a toilet, I do not want to know what comes out of your ass. That toilet is for real shitters only. Okay? When I see stuff like this, it's like, not everything needs a computer in it. Especially not a toilet. Dude, if my toilet breaks down, I'm gonna call a plumber, not an IT guy. Call me crazy, I don't think toilets should run on Windows. If they did, they wouldn't have a start button, they would have a sharp button. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the smart toilet industry is something we should stop funding ASAP. Because what else could you add to this down the line? I can't imagine this getting any more advanced. It shouldn't. Like, are they gonna do like a Face ID type thing, but you gotta fucking show hole, right? Is it a Touch ID? You're gonna do Gooch ID, huh? Or what? They're gonna make a toilet that scans your shit and gives you recommendations on how to be like more regular? Just kidding, they're already making that. Smart toilet uses artificial intelligence to monitor bowel health. An artificial intelligence tool being developed by Duke Science. Come on. No fucking way, dude. Duke? These jokes write themselves, man. They're developing a toilet that scans people's poops at Duke University. I'm gonna start crying. That's so funny. I don't know. I guess I see the appeal of being able to like quickly scan your dookie for like red flags. Especially if you're eating a lot of red flags, that's probably not good for you. But I don't know, it's just weird, man. And when the singularity occurs and robots gain consciousness, I'm just gonna feel bad for the toilet robot, okay? What a shit life he's gonna live. Literally. All day, just getting piss and shit into their mouth. Really putting the PU in GPU. But folks, you can't piss into an AI toilet unless you first consume an AI drink, which brings us to our next stupid, pointless AI product. Hell Energy Drink. The very first energy drink created entirely by AI. Pretty cool, right? Yes! No. According to the Hell website, the world's first energy drink entirely powered by AI has been developed by Hell Energy. Design, recipe, tasting, and meticulous taste evaluation, predictive intelligence, security measures, marketing elements, every aspect has been expertly crafted by advanced AI, artificial intelligence, system. This is the biggest gimmick of all time, because why the fuck would you want a computer crafting your beverages for you? And the article on their own website goes on to say, the AI created 3 flavor variations for fine-tuning and digitized them using the technology of a New York-based company. So vague. After tasting, yes, tasting, not testing, all 3 drinks and analyzing extensive data and statistics, the AI utilized predictive intelligence to select the winning flavor. Thus, the truly unique and refreshing Tutti Frutti and Berry Blast flavor was born. Yeah, for sure, because a Tutti Frutti berry blend has never been created before. Groundbreaking stuff. Go ahead and try to find a berry flavored beverage at a gas station. Oh, wait. Oh, what's that? You found one before I finished talking? Okay, got it. Also, what the fuck do you mean the AI tasted it? Yes, tasting, not testing. What does this computer look like if it can taste stuff? I'm just picturing like a regular desktop computer with like a big fucking tongue on it or something. No, they made the freaky computer. Computer's too freaky. Or maybe they just poured the energy drink on like a regular computer and they were like, the computer liked this flavor so much it exploded with excitement. And I was also gonna make a comment about how ugly the branding is and how ugly the can looks because it was made by AI, but then I thought about it and literally every energy drink can is like the ugliest thing on the planet, so it's not really a fair criticism. And I tried to find a can of this like for this video, but I really could not find one. It's mostly over in like the UK and stuff. I also don't want to financially support bullshit like this, but I did find a video of a British guy reviewing it.
This is their new AI version. This might taste like Satan's arsehole. It just tastes fruity. It shows that AI hasn't got a fucking clue. Not a clue, mate.
You know you've got a stinker of a product on your hands when even a British dude doesn't like the taste of it? Oh, whoa. Yeah, mate, I'll eat blood pudding and haggis and jellied eels. But this AI drink is bollocks. Sorry, British people, that was in bad taste. The only good thing about this AI energy drink is the name. You pretty much hit the nail on the head with that one because I agree. We are in hell. Okay, folks, moving on. We got 2 more products left, okay? And I saved the craziest ones for last. The next stupid AI product I want to talk about is the Capella Baby Cry Translator.
Introducing Capella, your partner in the parenting journey. Let's get started. First, download the Capella app on 2 smartphones. Use one as the baby monitor and keep the other with you. Place the secondary phone by your baby and let Capella monitor their sounds. Our advanced AI interprets your baby's needs.
Dude, I love how they couldn't even be bothered to hire like a real person to do the voiceover for this commercial. They had to get an AI text-to-speech software that can't even pronounce AI correctly.
AI.
Sounds like fucking Austin Butler, dude.
AI.
Literally, that sounds like someone was recording that while they were sitting on an AI toilet, dude.
AI. Translating cries into actionable insights, helping you respond quickly and effectively.
Yeah, very quick and effective. Oh my god, my baby's choking.
Receive instant alerts for crying.
Are you kidding me? The phone says uncomfortable. Yeah, man. That's like the only reason babies cry. It's your job as a parent to figure out why they're uncomfortable.
Download Capella today and embrace a new era of smart, sustainable parenting.
What the fuck, man? This is such a waste of time and effort and resources because there's no way this fucking works. And it's frustrating because there's like tons of smart people who are probably like working on this day in and day out when they could be developing something useful like furry detection for binoculars, right? I'm not a parent and I never will be, but what is apparent is this is fucking stupid. If you need an app to tell you when to parent your kid, don't have one. Do not have a child. And also, like, you're just gonna blindly believe everything the app tells you? Because as far as I'm concerned, babies don't cry differently when they want certain things, right? They just fucking cry. And what if the app is wrong?
Your baby is hungry.
Seriously? That's 6 jars of baby food in an hour. How is he still hungry? Well, AI wouldn't lie to me. Open wide, here comes the choo-choo train. No, oh my god, he said his first word. This app is awesome.
Your baby is still hungry.
Come on. Come on, one more bite.
No.
Just one more bite, that's it.
Your baby is exploded.
Aside from how goofy this whole idea is, the irony is just beautiful. The ad shows 2 parents leaving a baby alone in a room with a smartphone while they sit on their asses and do nothing. And then they're like, why is my baby crying so much? Because you're making a phone do the parenting for you, you fucking morons. What the hell? You know what? I hope they put an alert on the phone that pops up when the baby is crying and it says, your baby's crying because you guys are on your fucking phone all day. Go hang out with your kid. Oh my god. Honestly though, you know what? On second thought, this Capella company has the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time. They could just put the craziest, most specific reasons for your baby crying, and idiots who download this app would believe it.
Tommy is crying. He wants you to bury yourself alive.
Honey, can you take care of the baby?
Tommy is crying. If you love your baby, you'll dig your own grave.
Can you take care of the baby? Yes, honey. All right, folks, we've got one more product to talk about, and I have saved the worst for last. I saw the commercial for this product a few weeks ago, and it actually inspired me to make this entire video. So the last stupid, pointless AI product we're gonna talk about today is called Friend. This is a wearable device like that AI Humane pin that was pretty much universally hated by everybody. But this one is a little different because the Humane pin was advertised, make you more productive and help you with your everyday life. But Friend is advertised as exactly that. A friend that you wear around your neck all day and it listens to everything you say and it watches everything you do. Like a friend does. Apparently the creators of this product raised $2.5 million and spent $1.8 million of that funding to secure the friend.com domain. So at least they're making smart business decisions over there. And their expensive website explains a little bit how the product works. So let's take a quick look at that before we watch the reveal trailer. How it works. Talk. Speak your mind or gossip about what your friend overheard. Pause. Your friend will think for a moment and come up with something good to say. Read. Check your phone to see what your friend said. And that's it. That's the whole product. The entire product is a chatbot inside of a pendant that texts you responses to the things you say or the things that it hears. But they really branded the absolute shit out of this thing. It has a sleek design. They use clean and simple font. And if you squint at the website, it looks like you're about to buy an AirTag. And when it comes to branding and aesthetics, holy smokes, they cranked it up to 11 for their reveal trailer.
Gosh, I'm out of breath. We made it. Woo! I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Very smart. Okay, it shows someone outside in nature, being outdoors. So that's smart because it tricks the viewer into thinking that this isn't the dumbest, saddest, most lonely shit you could ever purchase. Very smart. Very smart.
Yeah, come on. Oh, let's go.
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back
Let's
of the
go. Let's go.
I'm sorry. What did that text message say? You're getting thrashed. It's embarrassing. I'm sorry. This is supposed to make me want to buy one of these things? Just imagine getting dunked on by your friends in a video game. They're making fun of you. They're calling you an idiot and stuff. And then you feel your phone vibrate and you're like, oh, okay. Maybe this is like a nice message from my wife or something. This will cheer me up. And then it's just a robot telling you that you suck balls. That happens to me. I'm fucking... I'm exploding like an overfed baby. Dude, and he's smiling about... That's crazy.
I know the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
Okay, now I'm slowly starting to realize why these people are using this AI friend necklace in the first place. This person is watching a TV show on their phone with no headphones and also uses the word dank unironically.
It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
This person has no friends. I'm getting it.
Really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
What the hell?
I'm so confused. How is this commercial supposed to sell any of these? This was like a Black Mirror episode, dude. And in the commercial, every interaction with it is weird and uncomfortable. And the only person who doesn't have one is immediately weirded out by it. And I'm confused how the product actually works. It shows the people press a button on their friend to activate it so they can talk to it. But also sometimes the AI friend just sends them texts unprompted. So what is this thing? What the fuck? You have to press the button to talk to it unless you're fucking dog shit at video games. Unless you're a noob at video games, then it has to fucking tell you that you suck.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
So I'm sorry, but I also don't understand the ending of this commercial where she goes to press the friend button, but then she stops herself. To me, how I interpreted that was her being oh, wait, no, I'm talking to a person is way better than
this stupid thing around my neck. Why the fuck would I do this? I'm weird now. I'm a weird person for doing this. I see the error of my ways. That's how I interpret it. But that doesn't make sense if it's a commercial trying to sell these, right? I don't get it. Excuse me. Excuse me, I don't get it. And on the FAQ on this website, it says the AI friend is always listening. When connected via Bluetooth, your friend is always listening and forming their own internal thoughts. We have given your friend free will for when they decide to reach out to you. Bad. Hey, that's bad. That's bad. Let's not do that ever. That is a nightmare. A robot that can just chime in at any point and is always listening? Imagine you're like in a fight with your significant other and halfway you get like a text from your fucking AI friend and it's like, damn, you're a shitty fucking boyfriend, dude, right? Or like, dude, imagine the opposite. Imagine you're like, you know, getting it on with your significant other and then halfway through, you know, your AI friend maybe is on like your nightstand or something and halfway through you get a text that's like, wow, I bet that feels awesome. That would totally ruin the mood, right? Or no, maybe you get sent a URL link to this video.
Nice cock.
I don't know, man. I feel like as time goes on, more and more things like this are just fucking demanding our attention. And these fucking weird AI wearables, they're only gonna become more popular, unfortunately. And I urge you all to really take the time and think. Before you buy one of these, just really think about how stupid you look. You're gonna look so dumb. This is lame and embarrassing. I'd rather have 0 friends than talk to a fucking necklace. And also, hey, every company ever, can we just be alone with our thoughts for once? Please? Are we not allowed to just go on a hike without telling a weird little robot about it? Can I watch a movie without Letterboxd being like, you tell people what you thought about it? Can I play video games with my friends without a chatbot telling me to kill myself? Like, what's going on? I don't know. In conclusion, after learning about all of these products, I'm convinced even more than I was before that we do not need AI. This stuff isn't making our lives any easier. It's just making them weirder. It just feels gross. And as AI becomes more and more prevalent with each passing day, I feel like we're gonna start missing out on like the best part of being a human being. Making mistakes. That's like the most important part of the human experience. Fucking up, doing something stupid, and then you go, oh, got it. Not gonna do that again. Cause sure, I'm sure pushing a stroller every day is annoying and difficult, but you're gonna look back on those days when your kid is all grown up and you're gonna feel foolish for ever complaining. And yeah, maybe you will identify a bird incorrectly one day with your bird watching friends. And maybe they'll tease you for it, but hey, maybe that'll become an inside joke between all of you for the rest of your lives. And maybe one day you'll cook a rack of ribs like way longer than you were supposed to, but you'll actually end up loving that charred taste that it acquired. Who knows? And you may look in the mirror and notice a bunch of things about yourself that you hate. And I know it's annoying to, physically flush the toilet every time you take a poo, but sometimes those automatic toilets flush before you get the opportunity to take a picture of your huge disgusting shit so you can send to your buddies and laugh about it. And I know the energy drinks crafted by humans make your heart want to explode, but that's better than your baby exploding after feeding it too much because an app told you your baby was hungry when you really just wanted to go to bed. And of course, a baby crying all the time is frustrating and confusing, but trying and failing and learning is how you become a better parent, I'd assume. I don't know. And for God's sakes, I know life can be lonely sometimes, but becoming friends with a chat bot that you wear around your neck is not the answer. I promise you that. Let's all agree right now, okay? Let's not do that, please. Ever. Let's not do that. All I'm saying is it's human nature to fuck up and learn from our mistakes. I just hope we all realize sooner rather than later that all this AI shit was also a huge mistake of ours, and we can learn from it and never do it again. And we can go back to typos in our emails and accidentally confusing female rose-breasted grosbeaks with female purple finches. Thanks for watching, everybody. Before you go, if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 smart mirror I will smash. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about all this. Let me know if you've seen any other weird AI products, because there's a lot of them. Feel free to press the subscribe button. As soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor of Kurtistown, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. Thank you so much to everybody who came out to the first leg of the Goodfellow World Tour. Those are the best shows I've ever done. They were so much fun, and I'm so happy with how all the feedback I got, all the positive feedback I got in the show. Really happy with this new hour, and I hope to see you on the next leg in Australia and New Zealand. Tickets are available right now, and some more cities will be announced very soon. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but unfortunately, according to my baby cry translator, there's a baby in the other room, and he's giving the coordinates to the Ark of the Covenant. I'll see you later.